And then wherever it says a number, that's where you put the x. Or a lot of times students like to use n. So wherever it says a number is where you put the letter in the equation. Let's get into it. So we're on page 28. All right. The sum, so I know sum means adding. Twice a number. So that's going to be 2 times x, or do you guys want to use n? Do you care? Some people really love n for these. So twice a number, so we don't know what the number is. Whenever they say a number, that's where you're supposed to insert the variable. If they're not going to go ahead and just tell you what that number is, you can put in any letter you want. You can use x and whatever you want. So twice a number, 2 times x or 2 times n. Now, we know we're adding, so what are we adding? We're adding twice a number and 13. So the sum that they're talking about is the twice a number and 13. So here's where we'll use our plus sign. And then is always equal. And there's the 75. So wherever you see is in a verbal description is where you put the equal sign. All right, Brody. What's our first step? Can you see up here the red? Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, so the 13s are gone. 13 minus 13 cancels. And we have 2x equals 62. Thank you, JD. 75 minus 10 is 65 minus 3. Good. And then, Brody, you already said divide, right? You already saw that step ahead. So divide both sides by 2, and I've totally run out of room. And we have x equals, and so if there's not a calculator on your desk, you're using the Chromebook. 31. So as far as the directions go, you had to write the equation, which we did. The equation we wrote was 2x plus 13 equals 75. Then it says, and solve it, which we did. X is 31. Very good. 3 more. 8 plus the quotient of a number and 3 is -2. You guys know quotient?
Oh, yeah, the quotient.
So for quotient, you can use the old school division sign or make a fraction. So 8 plus the quotient of a number and 3.
X over 3. Yeah, X over 3.
So let's start with the 8 plus. 8 plus, a little bit of credit, 8 plus. The quotient of a number and 3. For quotient, I like to do the fraction. So I'm going to put x over 3. And you could do x divided by 3. But to be honest with you, the fraction format's actually a little bit easier with solving. And then I know the word is. I love seeing the word is because that helps me decide where to put the equal sign. -2. 8 plus quotient of a number 3 is -2. So I'm going to wait now and give you a moment to solve it. Try to now find x. It might be a fraction. Fraction, you know. Good job. I don't really feel good about how much space I have, so I thought maybe it was decimal too, and I'm thinking it might be 30. Or more about 30. I was thinking it was going to be like 10 over 3, but now I'm thinking it's something like 30. Alright, let's head to Victor in the back. We have 2 steps we could do. We could either subtract 8 or multiply 3. Which one do you think is correct? Subtract 8 is the right move. Good. And then, Aiden, what's our last step? Are there 2 Aidens in the room? I'm always calling on that Aiden. Where's the other Aiden? Right here, Aiden D. What's your next step? What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. Multiply 3 on both sides. And now the 3's are gone. And x equals -30. For a moment, I thought it was going to be 10 divided by 3, and then I realized it was 10 times 3, making it 30. Yeah, so if you got 10 divided by 3, I could kind of see how that would happen, but 10 times 3. 2 more. Okay. 6 times the sum of a number and 15 is -42. Well, this one is a total upgrade because we're going to need parentheses here. This one's going to require grouping symbols because of the way it says 6 times a sum. So we have the A number bit, we can put X, and that's what we're adding. So X and 15. So when we do 6 times the sum, we're going to need to do like a distribution problem. It'll look like 6 parentheses times the sum of X plus 15. So 6 times these things combined. And then is, which I love to see the is there, that's your equal sign, -42. Now I'll wait and give you some time to solve it. Alright, let's head to Leanne. Leanne, what's your first move on 27? Distribution? Okay, so that would be 6x plus 60 and 30 is 90. Okay. Tiana, what's the next move after that? Did you do your distribution yet? Okay, go ahead, do your distribution. We'll kick it up to Anali. Are you doing this problem? What are you working on? Are you on 27? Did you distribute it? I'm right here. Any idea what I might do next? That's right. Subtract 90 on both sides. Now the 90s are crossed out. Nice, thank you. And Anna Sophia, what's the last move? And the quotient is negative 22. Very good. Boom. Wrote 3 equations, solved 3 equations. So then, the only problem with that is it leaves a 0 here. So we don't want that. So we don't want to add this way because nothing will be over here. Because then you could keep going, but you would subtract 132 and divide it. So when you divided it, your 132 was positive. You must have switched across the line without realizing it.
That's 137 or 131.
It's actually a 132. So I'm going to finish it from here. Really, from here, I would subtract 132 over. If I'm keeping real close track of that line. And then divide. You get the same answer. Boop, boop. Same problem 2 ways. That's cool. All right, let's look at this geometry application. This is a polygon, and let's say it says the sum of the measures is 720. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles in this polygon. Let's find the sum of let's find what x is. So we know sum means if you add all the angles together, it should equal 720. Where do y'all want to start? Jimmy, where do you want to start? I'm going to write all these angles next to each other. For you, which angle looks like angle number 1? There's no wrong answer. Top left. You want to start here as number 1? Okay. I was going to pick the x. But this does look like 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to add them all together. So 120 plus 100 plus 120 plus x. Whoa. I added a 0. 120 plus x plus 10 plus 120 plus x equals 720. Nice. Yes. So I'm writing every one of these. I wrote the first one, and then I wrote this one, and then this one, and then I wrote these, and this one, and this one. I listed them all. And this is the order I went in. You wouldn't have to go in that order. But I listed all 6 of these angles together, and I'm going to find their sum. So let's add them up. So 120. I'm going to do all the 120s. So 120, 120, and 120. That's 3 120s. So that's 360. And you don't have to do it like I am. You can add them all up at once. I'm just kind of doing it by hand. So far, I put the 120s together. Now I'll do the 100 and the 10 together. And I'll also add the x's together. So 110. Actually, let's just do 360, 100, and 10 all together. And then these little x's, they also will combine to be 2x. X and another x is 2 x's. So 360 and 100 is 460. Plus 10 is 470. So I got the constants combined. And now x and x make 2x. Question so far. This is a great, even though the geometry of it looks too challenging, it's a great problem to practice combining like terms. Put the line in it. Subtract 470. 230.
250.
250. Divided by 2.
125.
Nice. 125. So the x in here is 125. So if we put a 125 here and here, add it all up, it would be 720 degrees. Good work. Very good work. Let's just check the answers from yesterday. Let's go to page 39 now. Yeah, just fill out a passing. And it's in the 39. Ooh, I really like that vocabulary handout yesterday. That was pretty legit. And did we do all 4 of these together?
Yeah.
And then I asked you to do 5 through 10.
Yeah.
Okay, just real quick, hand me on that one. All right, let's get you guys
You said 5 through 10, 18.
I feel like I did this -1 the one yesterday, but wow. Did anybody get +1 for 6?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
+1 for 6. Is this an equal line right here?
No, that's some subtract.
Where's the equal? This one?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the one.
I remember doing this one yesterday too. All right, 7 is your 1/2. Ooh. What about 8? Did anybody get -4 for 8? Thank you, Aiden.
I have a question. Number 7, how do you get 1/2?
Yeah, I did it very quickly. So because that's a 15. So let's do, yeah, I got 7 minus 9x equals 3x plus 1. I got 7 equals 12x plus 1. Subtracted the 1, and I get 6 equals 12x, and then 1/2 equals x. There's so many other ways to do it though. Let me see. 12 is next to there. You're going to divide both sides by 12. And so 6 over 12 is 1/2. But it's kind of our human instinct to always divide the bigger one. So it actually be the 12 is bigger. But the 6 should be on top of the 12. Glad you brought it up. But what's 18 minus 50? 32? So number 9 is -4. $78 divided by 13. What's 10? Anybody get 10? Oh, I know. I see my mistake. No, that's 13C. Did we do 78 divided by 13? I must have mistake. It's 6? Yeah. There we go. Sorry, I didn't have those answers prepared. There they are. But, and I didn't show, the most work here is doing it pretty quickly, but there's your answers. If you didn't get them, please feel free to ask, hey, I didn't get that. Can you show me where I went wrong when I walk around? I would like to do that, help you find maybe where you have a mistake. Okay? All right, now we're going to do 15, 18, and 21. Hopefully you tried them on your own. I can go back to those if you want to see them longer, but if you were just copying them, then. All right, our 15 is a no solution. Boom, boom. 18. Ooh, when the left perfectly equals the right, we call that an identity. Or true for all real numbers. And the last two were identity. Wow. Okay, I'm going to come around and I'm going to give you credit for this assignment, and then I'm going to hand you your quiz review. Or does somebody else want to pass out these quiz reviews so they get them done? Okay. Honestly, if you had her hand up the quickest. Lord, everybody. Next time. Next time at Ollie. They're all done. Did you get them all right? Did you have enough time to check? Oh, they're right there on the corner. Yes, those are them. Did you have enough time to check? Do you want me to go back to the longer problem? And, maybe it's overwhelming to check them all. Pick like 2. Pick 2 different ones. And then I'm trying to be correct. Any questions here? Didn't you go get a sip of water and that's why you were hanging in? Yeah. Let's take the bottle next time, okay? Schedule set up. Any questions here? Do you guys have any questions? No? I know I showed that work really quickly. Any questions here? Your last name is starts with a T, right? Any questions? Thank you all of you. Thank you. Great job, you guys. Good job, Melissa.
Was my name good?
Yes, you're good. Any questions?
If you're calling in that fucking shit, have 4 minutes. That's why. You brought your phone out. That have 2 minutes. Or I can plan on putting my next time. It's not left handed. I want to read to me. I prefer while like this. It's not like see that it's still. I had the fucking.
Number 8 right now. Number 8 again.
Can you start working on this?
Yes, that quiz review. Get to work on it. What did you have for 8? Did you?
I just got 4. That's all. I didn't get negative 4. I got 4. I already did number 8.
Oh, they talking about.
What?
My bad.
I'm trying to see if I did. Oh, that is next topic. Oh, yeah, that is. I did pick. I did pick. Let's just wait for now. So, let's go with this. Huh? Oh, what is it?
Started, man.
Oh, it was started? Oh, yeah, it was.
Well, you're on your laptop, bro. You like me? He said you're turning into late. Yes. Yeah.
Whatever we don't get to in class will be homework. Brody, can you please get the door? Oh, that's fine. I can't say yes.
Huh? What question? I'm on two. I just started. Just give me a second. Hey, what do you need help on? Number four. You earned 15 each hour as this week you earned $18. Hold on. Right. Uh, oh, excuse me.